Meh.
Thanks, Jimbo. That was exciting, I tell you. We've been sitting out here since before dark. I got my buddy Jim running the camera. I'm on a new lease this year. This is a stand along the creek called the Cane Stand. Where the other day I had about a 160-inch 10-pointer that I had an errant shot, and I shot him right in the base of the antlers. Today I think I redeemed myself. I had a nice 4-year-old buck coming in chasing a doe with another 3-year-old behind him. Came here and gave me about a 22-yard broadside shot, and he went about 40 yards over there, and he went down. I thought I made a really, really good shot on him at first. I thought I double lunged him, but I think I got one lung and maybe a liver. He might have been quartering two just a little bit, but it didn't look like it. And he just laid his head down over there just now, and I think he's done. So it's been a great day. Thanks for being here, Jim.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Greg and all the guys for allowing me to be part of this lease, too. It's been, so far, it's been wonderful, and tomorrow's the first day of the gun season, so let's hope that really we get things shaken up here.
Well, here he is. I made a really good shot at this buck, about a 20-yard shot. He came by the stand this morning, just come storming out of this thicket chasing a doe, and first thing I seen was his width, and he had good brow time length. He's not quite as big as what we thought he would be. He only went about 20 yards. I shot him, I think, a double lung shot with a Rage broadhead. It left a huge opening on him. But the concerning thing is, for me, is that he went over here and he stood for probably about 4 or 5 minutes, and then he bedded down. And I'll have to just see whenever we field dress him to see where if I got a double lung hit or what. But it's a pretty good buck. Gun season starts tomorrow, and I got one more tag in my pocket, so hopefully we'll do some good.
This is a trick used by most professional hunters. They fall asleep, and the cameraman has to stay awake to watch for the deer and wake them up when they come up to shoot them. He's coming this way, Jim.
Yeah.
Meh. Meh.
Should I kill him?
If you want to.
How is he?
nice buck.
Would you? Would you kill him?
Probably. I can't.
He might be pushing 140. But holy cow, I'm freezing. It's been such an up and down season for me. With work, I'm so busy at work, I just can't get the time to hunt like I want to. I just pray to God that I made a good shot on him. I think I did. He was quartering to just a little bit. Oh, I'm shaking like a leaf. You're shaking? Oh my God, that was awesome. Yeah, there's a bunch more deer out there in the field. When you said, Eddie, there's a good buck over there.
I would probably shoot him.
I thought I couldn't help myself. I mean, he's just such a good deer. He got good brow tines. He's got good timing.
You can be finished with a good buck.
Well, here he is after about 3 days looking for this deer. I shot this nice buck on Friday night. He came out in an open cut cornfield about 200 yards across the field. Called him across the field all the way into about 160 yards, and he was kind of at a crossroads. He was going to come and check our doe decoy out or go over to these other does that were out in the field already. And when he got in close enough, Jim stopped him with a snort wheeze, and I shot. Thought I hit him I thought I hit him really good, but I know now I hit him a little far back. He went down after about 40 yards. He piled up in the field, and he went out, and we went out to get him. And he jumped up and ran across the field, and he came into the timber, and he actually ran about 600 yards, a lot further than what I thought. I looked for him for 2 solid days, and came out here today, and with the help of my yellow lab Brody, we found him, and here he is. Just beautiful, beautiful 4.5-year-old 8-pointer. We got a lot of trail cam pictures of this deer. And one other thing that's kind of ironic about this deer, a week ago Friday, about almost 2 weeks ago, I was bow hunting about 500 yards from here, and this deer came in to about 7 steps from my tree, and I thought I was going to, just draw back and make a perfect shot on him, but inherently it hit a little limb, and I'm going to turn him around here, and you can see right under his left eye is where the broadhead hit. It's pretty bad facial wound there that, it might have killed him over the winter, it might not have, he might have gotten infected, but I think we're going to have enough cold days coming up that it might not have hurt him that bad at all. But my season's over as far as buck hunting. It's time to get behind the camera and film for my buddies. It's just a great year, great deer, and I'm just very happy to find him.
This is something that I'm sure that I will never find or see again in my lifetime out in the wild. I walked up on these 2 bucks yesterday, and what I initially saw was the rib cages, and I thought it was a deer that somebody had dumped. And then I saw both rib cages and started to see antlers, and I walked down and found out that these deer are actually pretty well locked together. They're not coming apart. This smaller one looks like a 3-year-old 8-pointer broke his main beam off just past his G2, and the other one looks like a big mature 10-pointer. And I've got pictures of this deer during the summertime when he was in the velvet, and I got just a couple after he had shed his velvet, and never saw him anymore. But he disappeared because I think they harvested the crops. These deer have only been here since probably midway through November. I walked in here right after the first gun season. I didn't see them here, but I didn't walk in this exact spot, so they could have been from also a little bit later in the year in December. I'm guessing probably around December. There's too much hair and skin left. It's just a shame. 2 big bucks dead in the area you hunt. It's super interesting, but it's also depressing at the same time because your trophy potential just went downhill fast. 2 beautiful bucks. This, like I said, never see it again in my lifetime.